Good day everyone. We are the reporters for today and we are going to present about the efficient water use. Water efficiency is reducing water wastage by measuring the amount of water required for a particular purpose and the amount of water used or delivered. Water efficiency differs from water conservation in that it focuses on reducing waste, not restricting use. So kabalo naman siguro ta ani sugod elementary, high school bisag sa college kay ginatudlo sa ato unsa ang paggamit og tubig para dili masayang. So para maka-reduce tag water wastage, we should practice reusing water. For example, after nato manlaba, kanang water nato nga gigamit pangbanlaw, pwede sad nato gamiton para idilig sa atawang plants or gamiton para limpyuhan ang CR para dili masayang ang tubig. So, next slide is indoor use. Under the indoor use na low-flow toilets, also called as the low-flush toilet. It is a flush toilet that is adapted in order to use significantly less water than a full flush toilet. Low-flush toilets use a special design of the cistern and the siphon in order to allow the removal of feces and excreta with less water. Most often, they also include a dual flush system, with one flush being designed for urine only, using even less water than the other designed for feces. Today, there exist many suppliers of different models of low-flush toilets all over the world. Low-flush toilets reduce the water consumption. However, low-flush toilets still require large amounts of fresh water and with certain models. Users have to flush even twice in order to achieve the complete removal of feces from the bowl. In this slide, we can see that before 1992, ang magamit sa isa ka toilet is 5 to 7 gallons per flush. So, sa regular is 1.6 gallons per flush. And then, nahimo na lang siyang 1.08 gallons per flush sa high efficiency. The differences between low flow and regular flow toilets. First is bold differences. Location of the outlet. In a low-flow toilet, the outlet is located near the center of the bowl, while it is located near the back end of the toilet in a regular flow toilet, meaning that less water is used to push waste in the direction of the exit. Water line differences. The second difference between low-flow and regular flow toilets is that low-flow toilets have more water located near the front of the bowl, which ultimately makes it easier for waste to travel to the outlet since more of the bowl base is submerged in water. Next is toilet tank differences. Another difference is toilet tanks. Low flush toilets have a larger flush valve than regular flow toilets. The last one is flushing differences. Low flow toilets use less water to remove waste. In order to accomplish the task of removing waste in a powerful manner, some low-flow toilets may have an additional water supply hole located near the bowl outlet. So the last one is advantages and disadvantages of a low-flow toilets. First advantage is ultra-low flow toilets reduce water consumption and cost to the consumer. Next is they contribute to preserving the environment by protecting groundwater from depletion and possible contamination. The last one is easy to use and clean. So in the other side, the first disadvantage is Some ultra-low flow models may require flushing more than once to adequately clean the toilet bowl. Next is risks of clogging or plugging. And the last one is it still requires a constant source of water. It will not function without it.
Types of high-efficiency toilets. Gravity flash toilets. These toilets are manufactured to use a quantity of water sufficient to flush away solid waste. When the toilet is flushed, the opening of a valve allows the water in the tank to drain, which passes a siphon jet. With the force of the water now pushing the waste outward, the toilet clears and is ready for another use. There are two categories of gravity flush toilet. First is single flush toilet. Single flush toilets use the permitted 1.6 gallons of water for every flush and with new designs work well to remove the necessary threshold of 250 grams of waste. Next is dual flush toilet. These are great because the large flush uses 1.6 gallons of water to effectively get rid of waste, and the smaller flush option uses only 0.8 gallons per flush, suitable for flushing urine-only visits, thus allowing you to control how much water you want to use on every flush. So the next type of high-efficiency toilets is pressure-assisted toilets. These models compress air within a tank using the pressure of the water poured into the toilet. When flush, a fast whoosh, ergo the sound of pressurized water forces waste out of the bowl and through the drain pipe. They are mostly used for commercial purposes like hotels and airplanes, but can be installed in homes as well. You just have to cope with the loud noise it makes after every flush. These models are also fairly expensive and more costly to fix or repair. So what's inside a pressure assist toilet? There are two main kinds of toilets. First is gravity flow and the pressure assist. Most common is the gravity flow toilet, a basic type of toilet that contains water inside the toilet tank. A pressure assist toilet is different from a gravity flow toilet in one department, the inside of a toilet tank. When you peer inside a gravity flow toilet tank, water is the main component. If one were to open up a pressure assist toilet tank, an additional smaller tank would be visible. Pressure assisted toilets have a tank inside of another tank so that a large amount of air pressure is created in between the two tanks. This pressure makes it possible for more water to stay inside the toilet bowl, which in return result in a cleaner toilet.
Low flow faucets. Old sink faucets can also be wasting a lot of water and money. You should consider replacing your faucets if it uses more than 2.5 gallons per minute. There are a couple of ideas that you can choose from to replace that outdated faucet. You can choose whether to replace it with a new faucet, normally with less than 1.5 gallons per minute, or by installing an aerator. The term low flow refers to fixtures that uses a lesser amount of water to accomplish everyday activities, such as showering, washing your hands, or flushing the toilet. In some cases, low-flow fixtures can reduce water usage by as much as 60% over standard fixtures. Low-flow shower heads. Low-flow shower heads are the ones with a flow rate of less than 2.5 gallons per minute at a water pressure of 80 pounds per square inch. However, Recent low-flow showerheads can even provide a flow rate of less than 2.0 gallons per minute. The two basic types of low-flow showerheads are aerating and laminar flow showerheads. Aerating low-flow showerheads will mix water with air, forming a misty type of water spray. It will create a great amount of steam and moisture, and in humid climates they are not recommendable. So, aerating showerheads emit an invigorating mist that is often contrasted to needles of water, and it will also create a especially steamy shower. However, when air is added into bath, the temperature of the water is marginally lowered. So you may use additional hot water to maintain your comfort level. Laminar flow showerheads. Laminar flow showerheads form individual streams of water. If you live in a humid climate, you might want to use laminar flow showerhead because it won't create as much steam and moisture than the aerating low flow showerhead. Leaks. Leaks are insidious and costly, averaging 10% of homes' water consumption. Prevention is the key. Use quality pipes, fittings, valves, and other. In addition, carefully inspect the work of plumbing subcontractors. Several homes, leaks from drains, plumbing fixtures, and fittings are a major cause of water waste. According to studies, leaks will cause a home to lose 7.6 cubic meter to 76 cubic meter of water each year. Some leaks are obvious, such as dripping faucets and leaking water heaters. Unfortunately, many leaks go undetected for years because the source of the leak is not visible. Faucet leaks are a common occurrence, usually simple to repair. A faucet dripping slowly at only one drop every 2 seconds will waste more than 1,000 gallons or 3.7 cubic meter per year.
Outdoor use. Depending on location, residential water consumption for outdoor use can range between 25 to 200 gallons per day per house, accounting for an average of 50% to 77% of household seasonal water use. This is an example of outdoor use or the use of water outdoor. Landscaping. Effective water use doesn't mean changing your life. It means reducing water waste such as improving irrigation or landscape choices. For most of the country, over 50% of residential water use is applied to landscape and lawn. Cityscaping landscape. Means to achieve highly attractive, comfortable landscapes without excess water use. It can reduce landscape water use by 70% or more. Xerox in Greek means dry. Cityscape refers to landscape that uses little supplemental water. It does not refer to dry, barren landscape or a xeriscape or no maintenance landscape. Xeriscape means extend water supply. When water is restricted, inefficient, water-thirsty landscapes suffer first. Cityscaping landscape design concentrate on water conservation by using native plants and avoiding imported species that are not suited to local climate. They are likely to survive once the homeowner moves in and requires less maintenance, nutrients, fertilizer, and especially water than many exotic or non-native species. Plants that are not native but are from areas similar to climate, rainfall, and soil type are preferably to exotic species providing they are not invasive. Easy ways to reduce outdoor water use, save money, time and effort, and benefit of natural environment. These are the examples of water use zone. First, high water use. Lone, most vegetables, fruit trees, exotic shrubs like azaleas and camellias, flowering hibiscus, annuals, and many bulbs. Medium water use. Hardly vegetables like pumpkins and potatoes, hardly fruits like vines like nut trees and grapes, many herbs, some exotic shrub, most grass or haired leaf plants, roses, and daisies. Low water use. Most Australian natives including banksias, grevilleas, and eucalypt, succulents, and cactus, olive trees, and some exotic ornamentals such as bougainvillea. Plant trees to create natural shade and wind breaks to reduce evaporation. Locate high water use plants in areas where they are sheltered by drying wind and strong sunlight. Where possible, use alternative water sources such as rainwater or greywater for high water use plant. Use alternative water sources such as rainwater or greywater. Soil improvement, soil types, and water availability. Water holding capacity is determined by texture of soil and level of organic matter. The greater particle surface area of finer soil gives them a greater capacity to hold water. Soil testing. A simple test to identify soil type is to take a handful of soil from gardening and add such enough water to mold it into a bowl. Test soil from various sites and from different depth in garden. Improving soil. Add organic material. The water and nutrient holding capacity of sand and clay soil can be improved by conditioning of organic matter such as manure, leaf mold, worm, fast casting, and compost. Dig into depth 15 to 20 centimeter. Area. Lone consume 90% of water and most of the energy used is most garden. They also take the most time and money to maintain. Lone need mowing, weeding, edging, and fertilizing, and equipment requires fuel and maintaining. Reduce water in lone. Different grass types have different watering needs. Select a turf that needs less water such as couch, Queensland blue crouch buffalo, Nuka, Notus green, tall pheasants, and carpet grass. Many blend and species are region specific. Ask your local plant nursery to plant suitable low water species for your climate and soil type. Plant selection. Here we have an image of specific plant areas. Select plants to suit the soil and garden condition. Local indigenous plants have evolved to handle local condition. Many other Australian native plants have evolved to cope with very little water. Mulching. Mulching is an essential element of water-efficient garden. Mulching around plants save water from preventing evaporate and reducing runoff. Mulching limits weed growth and can improve soil condition. So, here is an image of mulching. Water-saving equipments and products. Install alternative supplies such as rainwater tank and greywater system. Generally speaking, most water is used internally and toilet flushing and in laundries, showers, and bathrooms, which can be used in greywater for garden irrigation. Here is an an image of a water supply equipment or a product. Beyond gardening, water used outdoor for activities other than gardening can also be saved. Wash your car or boat at a car wash that recycles water and detergent. At home, washing car or dog on the lawn prevent water and detergent flowing down the drain. Choose different place on lawn each time.
Minimizing use of lawn turf by using native grasses. Lawns consume up to 90% of water and most of the energy used in most gardens. They also take the most time and money to maintain. Lawns need mowing, weeding, edging, and fertilizing, and equipment requires fuel and maintenance. Reducing lawn area is the easiest way to save water. Create garden beds or spread mulch in areas used infrequently or where grass grows poorly. Select native grasses or even buffalo grass or fescue, shrubs, wildflowers, and other ground covers in lieu of traditional grasses such as Kentucky foot, bluegrass, and rye. Native plants can use as little as one-fifth the amount of water as their imported counterparts. Native species are a water-efficient and attractive way to reduce lawn maintenance and pollution. A traditional well-manicured lawn may require up to 10 pounds of pesticides and fertilizers per acre per year. Reasons to reduce your lawn and plant native plants. First, save time and money that you would normally spend on mowing and fertilizing grass. Native plants require much less maintenance than turf grass. Second, areas of lawn that include only one type of plant such as turf grass offer little habitat value for wildlife. A variety of native plants can provide wildlife with food, cover, and places to raise their young. Third, conserve water. Native plants, once established, require much less water than turf grass. Fourth, reduce lawn mower air pollution. And then lastly, decrease runoff of lawn fertilizers and pesticides into local watersheds. Once established, native plants do not require fertilizers or pesticides. Alternatives to turf grass that benefit wildlife. First, many native plant species can be used as ground cover in place of turf grass. Second, install native plants, trees, and shrubs which have great habitat value for wildlife. Encourage the native plants you already have and replace exotic invasive species with native ones. You can even create a butterfly or hummingbird garden with native plants. Third, create a water garden or pond to provide a water source for wildlife. Fourth, create a rock garden or use garden borders of rock or wood. Wildlife will be able to use the rocks for shelter. Fifth, use mulch pots. Mulch can reduce weeds and prevent erosion. Use organic mulch to improve the soil with nutrients and increase its water holding capacity. And then lastly, plant an organic vegetable garden. How to reduce your lawn. Make a plan of how you want your yard to look. Check with your local municipality, neighborhood, or homeowners association for regulations. Once you have decided on a small area of your yard to convert, follow these simple steps. Number 1. Cover turf grass with 6 to 10 layers of newspaper, black and white only, or brown cardboard. There is no need to remove the grass first. Number 2. Make sure the sections overlap one another so that grass and weeds will not come up between the cracks. Number 3. Wet down the newspaper or cardboard. Number 4. Cover the newspaper or cardboard with a thick layer of mulch or dirt, 4 to 6 inches. Number 5. Allow turf grass and weeds to die back for 4 to 6 weeks. And then lastly, number 6. Plant directly through the mulch and newspaper or cardboard. If you know you're going to be planting trees or shrubs, dig the holes before putting down the layers of newspaper or cardboard and then layer the newspaper or cardboard around the holes.
One prominent part of agriculture that can use technological innovation to increase efficiency and effectiveness in irrigation. Irrigation is a method in which controlled amount of water is supplied to plants at regular intervals for agriculture. So it means that irrigation is an alternative way to produce water to plants. Ginause siya sa mga farmers para mapadali ang tubo sa plants kay if daghan water gakakuha sa plants mas tiyada ang tubo ug ani sa plants. It is very important nga ang irrigation technology especially nowadays nga tag-init gyud. The four types of irrigation. First is surface irrigation. Consists of a broad class of irrigation method in which water is distributed over the soil surface by gravity flow. Surface irrigation is best suited to flat land slopes and medium to fine texture soils types which promoted the later speed of water down the furrow or across the basin. Second, the sprinkler irrigation. Sprinkle irrigation is a method of irrigation in which water is sprayed or sprinkled through the air like a raindrops. The spray and the sprinkler device can be permanently set or temporarily set and then move after a given amount of water has been applied. Third, the drip. Drip irrigation system are methods of micro-irrigation wherein water is applied through emitters to the soil surface as drops or small streams. The discharge rate of the emitters is low, then irrigation method can be used in all soil types. Fourth, subsurface irrigation. Subsurface irrigation consists of methods wherein irrigation water is applied below the soil surface. The specific type of irrigation method varies depending on the depth of the water table. The water table is well below the surface. Irrigation emission device can be buried below the soil surface. The function of irrigation is to help grow agricultural crops, maintain landscapes, and revegetate distributed soils in dry areas and during periods of less than average rainfall. Kay kasagara karon talagsa na lang muulan and dili man sad pwede nga dili nato dili ta pwede mangita og lain way to produce water para sa atong plants. That's all. Thank you.
Wastewater treatment and reclaimed water. Reclaimed water is one of several forms of water use. Especially, it can be water from a wastewater treatment plant slash WWTP that is the different into another use such as landscape, irrigation. In some areas that United States, reclaimed water may be referred as irrigation quality or IQ water. The community lacks an affordable water supply or high quality refreshment supply. Local public policy encourage or mandate water conservation. High quality influence is available from WWTP. Yeah, that's what you call wastewater treatment from WTP. Reuse is the most cost efficiency means of wastewater effluent disposal. We have here rain catchment. As you can see here, like the roof, then it's raining, then na siya'y pipe nga going to the house, and one is kaning tank nga naga-collect og water. So kani siya maka-save ta og water while kanang dili na ka makagasto og bayad og dako sa tubig tungod aning rain catchment. We have here gray water. Our codes permit a significant amount of potable water can be readily reused for various non-potable purposes. Gray water is water from uses such as shower and bathroom that contains a minimum amount of contamination and with minimal proposing. Kani siya recyclable ni siya. Magsirag murag cycle sa balay ka na magligo ta. Then pag drain pwede rin siya ma-reuse, na-filter sa ilalom. Then pwede rin siya magamit sa like recyclable, and that's all. Thank you.